Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining with us. I am Ajit George, working as application engineer at EGS Computers India Private Limited. Today, we are going to see how to increase your productivity with enhanced tool in SolidWorks. Let us know about us. We are EGS India. We are since 1993, and we are giving design solution for the customers with engineering service, softwares, and training. Today's agenda will be user experience, new enhanced features in part level, smart working with assemblies, detailing and drawing with new enhancements. SolidWorks is a user-friendly software for 3D parametric modeling. If you are a new user or an intermediate user, SolidWorks are covered for it. SolidWorks will help you with the tool tips in the command manager, where there will be a brief information about the tools and have image and animation how the tool will be working. Next, we'll go to material database. As you know, SolidWorks have a huge collection of material database. The material can be searched is difficult in previous version. Now, SolidWorks understand and give a search box. So in that search box, we can quickly filter the material which we want. Now we move on to folders. In older version of SolidWorks, we can't able to drag and drop multiple features at once. But now we can multi-select the continuous folders and drag and drop to the folder. These folder will organize our feature manager design tree and it will be useful for enough features. Next, we will see about collapsible command manager. Now in SolidWorks, we can collapse the command manager, and now if we need to pin it, we can also pin it. If you collapse the this command manager will be shrink. If you want to pin it, we can also able to pin it. Next, in SolidWorks there's a huge variety of features, so we need a shortcut bar for the to access the features, these features. If we use features more often, we can add the features and put it in the shortcut bar. Like if I need resolve, just I insert the command and with the insert will be there. So you just press the S button and get the feature in the shortcut bar. Now the redo support. Now SolidWorks support redo support command in hole wizard, symbol hole, linear pattern, instant 2D. We sometimes we don't need to do a redo or undo. Like in SolidWorks now the redo will be supported in these features. Now we can see on comments. Comment is a communication made in SolidWorks where the user can comment on an area where it needs some attention to it. Now SolidWorks we can modify the text with bold, italic, underlining, emphasis, and you can change the color of the comment according to the severity. We can also change the severity of color, like we can change the higher priority, example like that, and we can deploy to the company procedures. Now we can move on to the parts. In parts, the coordinate system has been introduced. Enhanced. At first, we don't have numerical value. We need to select the planes and axis. Now the SolidWorks has emphasized to you can use numerically. The wrap feature. SolidWorks have improved the capabilities of wrap feature. Now SolidWorks allow you to describe single line font text on cylindrical surface. Now we can see another improvement. Like we are just using a single line font. It will be used in cylindrical faces. Now this is not a major improvement, but it will be very useful for you as users. The concession geometry for the major and minor axis. It will be very useful for a vertical and horizontal relation, and we can add with a single command with add concession lines. Another improvement is on move copy bodies. where you can use global variable equations in, and these also can be configured. Let's see a video regarding this. Here I select a move body and selecting the global variable length 7, and I don't need 7, let's give equation, and the equation will be found. Now this is a new feature which is added to Solidworks, stud wizard. This stud wizard is being introduced like as an hole wizard. We can select the diameter, dimensions, etc. to the stud wizard, and it will give the cosmetic graphic and callout animation in drawing. Now creating partial and chamfer fillets. These fillets can be while chamfering and filleting, we can give partial edge parameters, even distance offset. Hole wizard. Now in SolidWorks we can give the slot dimension in the arc center or from the arc tangent. While positioning, if we want, we can rotate the orientation to 90. We just press tab button for it. Now we move on to mirroring. Now SolidWorks we can have mirror about two planes at once. Previously we need to create multiple feature to achieve this. So it will be a useful feature if you are using weldments, sheet metals, or part which we need to mirror like this. Now we move on to adding equation in custom property. Adding equation in custom property was not possible in older version of SolidWorks. Now the SolidWorks accept the user's info, and it has been enabled in the custom property, where you can add a global variable equation in following dialog boxes: in custom property, configuration specific property, weldment cut list, and sheet metal cut list. Drafting across parting line. We can draft in bilateral draft same time in the property manager. Previously, this process take multiple drafts. Now we can just do in a single feature. Now we are moving to assemblies. While you are working in large design review, we can open the subassembly in the LDR mode or lightweight mode or resolve mode. From the feature manager design tree, and also we can open the drawing in detail mode. Quick meeting. When we are selecting a two component, a pop-up will appear for quick meets, where we can flip the alignment or lock the rotation. It is more user friendly now. Excluding from BOM. BOM means bill of material. Excluding a component from BOM, it was not possible. We need to delete a file for adding in a BOM or manually edit the BOM. So now we can enable by setting the exclude from bill of material from the configuration property. Repair missing mate reference. Repair mate reference. This is a new option introduced. Auto repair is a mate. SolidWorks repair the missing reference for a component in the same location and orientation to the missing reference. SolidWorks will automatically find the missing reference and it will automatically repair itself. Propagate assembly feature to toolbox. By selecting propagate feature to parts, if you have selected any toolbox component, it will automatically exclude from the part feature. Selecting a configuration from skipped instance. Now SolidWorks assembly component pattern skip instance can be configured. These patterns are available in linear component, linear pattern, pattern driven component, sketch driven component pattern, curve design component. Now these configuration, if we need uh, some configuration as script instance, we can now enable it. Previewing a replacement component. Now we can preview the component and also we can specify the scope of replacement. If we need just a particular component as be replaced, it will be replaced. If we have more number of same component in the same assembly, or we need to change the say all component in the sub assembly, is just all in same parent assembly. The assembly end condition. End condition for cut features in assembly has been enhanced. Now we can able to access up to next, up to vertex, up to surface, offset from surface, up to body. Now we move on to drawings. Drawing. Already the alternate position has been enhanced from the Solidworks. Now we can now crop the alternate position predefined view. Now we can automatically create the predefined view with the flat pattern or trimetric or dimensional view. Switching radius from dimensions. Now SolidWorks enable the radius dimension, radius to diameter or linear in context. Symmetric linear diameter dimension. Now SolidWorks enable symmetric linear dimension in a clear view. Now we can select linear dimension in part. Opening drawing from drawing. Now SolidWorks has given an opportunity to open a drawing from a drawing, and also you can, if the BOM is available, you can also open from the BOM. As it's shown, you can see now it's opening from a drawing opening. Open the drawing, and from BOM we can also open, and from that and we are also opening another part. Show BOM overrides. Now when we are creating BOM, we need some overrides of the BOM. So we at older version we don't know what we have overridden. So now in SolidWorks we give a highlighting color. We can choose in the document properties, and we can change accordingly. Here's a few example. Here I change that. When I select, it will show with the red line. Here I choose red as the color for the modification. I changed. We can also restore the original value. And also if we want to log the unwanted changes, we can also log there. Auto ballooning quantities. Now the auto ballooning quantities is been enabled from SolidWorks. We can also just select the auto ballooning and enable the quantity option. As you here show, it will be shown. BOM filter. This is the filtering of SolidWorks. Now we can filter the BOM. If you want inwork or release, you just click the thing. We can also filter multiple for creating another. Here I change the needful for purchasing department. I just say here I just save the file and exporting as CSV file. and export to purchase department. Drawings. See-through transparency object. At, in older version of SolidWorks, we need to first delete object or hide for for viewing the behind part. Now the SolidWorks has been put in new enhanced the see-through transparent object. Display transparency mode will be hidden. Here I transparent the model and is see-through as transparent, so I will be able to see it. Or if I want the document property should be everything should be see-through, I can enable it. Here see, now the BOM will not be get affected. And thank you.